All right, so here I am. I'm back with some more cheap tips for the kids out there, or anybody who wants to do some stuff for their web blog or the vlog, as it's being called now. But I think that sounds kind of dirty, so I'm going to stick with web blog or webcast as opposed to vlog, which just sounds weird to me. Last time we talked about the cheap lighting deals. You can get work lights for $49.99. I also got a nice fluorescent bulb, which has a nice even color temperature, as well as a lampshade. $30 in total for the bulb and the shade. So there's some cheap lighting. You might be wondering where I am right now. You might think I'm in the jungle, or maybe that I'm in France, or that I'm at a party with friends. But actually what I've done is I've made a really cheap green screen. Most of the green screen stuff that I work with, minimum green screen paper is going to cost you about $70 to $80 for a roll. Good muslin green screen fabric is going to cost you about 200 bucks. Green screen is, you see it every day with the weather guys. They're not actually standing in front of a map. What they're doing is standing in front of a piece of green fabric or a piece of green paper, and then the image is placed onto the screen in the form of a key. It's what they call keying out the green. And the key takes out the green and it replaces it with whatever is underneath the image. If you know anything about Photoshop, it's the same idea. You have one layer, which is the guy, and then you have another layer, which is, say, the map of Ohio. And if you key out the green behind the guy, then you've only got the map left, and it looks like he's standing in front of it. So that's how it works. And that's how it works with all TV production with green screen. Yeah, you see blue screens sometimes. Blue is a little more friendly to film. Green is very friendly to video. And that's why the majority of the time with video, you see green screens, which is what I have behind me. Now, what I did was, rather than pay the $80 or the $200, even though I do have access to that stuff, I thought, I wonder if I could still green screen if I had to do it for, say, less than 20 bucks. And the answer is yes, because all this is behind me is actually a blanket from a fabric store. It's made out of felt, and it's fairly close to the green color that you see on the green screens, and it costs $7. And what I've done is I put it up on my boom mic stand, okay? So there's a mic stand that's going across, and I've hung it over the top of that, and I've clipped it down with 2 clothespins. Now, if you had to, you could just stick it to the wall with sticky tape or hang it on a couple of nails and just hang it behind you. And then with your editing program, and most of them can do it today, not just the expensive ones, you can key it out and have some fun with it, roll some video behind you, make it look like you're on a street, put a picture behind you, put a logo behind you, say. So I'm going to show you how I put it up right now, and all it is this. Take off one clothespin on this side. Take off another clothespin on that side. Handy dandy clothespins, and as a guy pointed out once, they're so technically minded in the film and video world to make everything sound cool that these, I think if you go on websites, I can't remember what the number is, but it's like C58. These are called C58s, what the rest of us would call clothespins. All right, so 2 clothespins, we're holding it up, and this awful color green blanket right here is which I think was probably made for green screens. I don't know too many people that would want to use it as a blanket, but it's just felt on this side, but then I just turned it around and I use that flat side as the green screen. So you can do that. The important things about green screen, if you have a light on a person, that's great. You should have 2 lights, one on either side of the green behind you, okay, to get some separation, and have the person or the object far out in front of the green. What you don't want is splash, and splash happens when light comes off the green screen, reflects back onto you, and you can end up with a greenish tinged halo around you no matter what you put on the back. You'll see this a lot in the TV news because they don't really care. Somebody's only on screen for like 30 seconds to 60 seconds. They don't set it up like a feature film or anything. It's very quick, all right? And you'll sometimes see that green halo around them. That's splash. They're so close to the green screen that the reflection of the green coming back onto them, especially through the hair, you can still see the green, and it's almost impossible to key it out completely. So the more distance between the subject and the green screen, the better. Anyway, that's a quick tip for today, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.